So is this the process? 50 million Great British pounds for Noni Madueke.
This club, man. This club. We got the here we go, blood. We got the here we go, people. We got a bomber as well. Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. 50 million, blood. 50 British million pounds for Noni Madueke. When we haven't even signed Gyökeres yet. Talks are stalling for Gyökeres. Talks are stalling, blood. You understand? Man flew back to Lisbon. Sorry, flew back from Lisbon. They need to fly back to Lisbon. You get me? But they flew back from Lisbon with no Gyökeres in the bag, with no progression. But here we are progressing with Noni Madueke for 50 million British pounds, blood. Do you understand? Turkey went for less money, blood. Kudos is going for only 5 million pounds more. You understand? This club is willing to fork out 50 blood clot million pounds, yeah, for Noni Madueke, but you are stalling on Victor Gyökeres, blood. Eze's still not done, yeah? But you're here securing Noni Madueke, blood. What is the obsession with Chelsea? What is the obsession with taking Chelsea players? What is it? Arteta doing it again. Why? I don't understand this. I do not understand this, blood. The position we're in. We see what's going on with Rodrigo. Madrid said, Fabrizio dropped the news. Madrid are willing to accept an acceptable offer for Rodrigo. And then what do? We go and give the here we go for Noni Madueke, blood. 50 million British pounds. This football club is absolutely horrendous. You get me? Going for this target when the main targets haven't even been brought in, blood. You understand? You're here securing Noni Madueke.
We have a bomba. We have a bomba. From Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. It's an exclusive from Fabrizio Romano. Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. He agreed in excess of 50 million pounds with add-ons included. Green light from Chelsea. Thanks for that. Madueke already agreed a 5-year deal at Arsenal days ago, and he's now set to complete the move. Winger leaves Chelsea to join Arsenal. I mean, am I meant to be excited about this? I don't know. I told you guys I would go live again if something happened, and something did happen, but it's not what I wanted. I was like secretly hoping that this would fall through because of the fee or because they came to their senses, but they have pushed through a 50 million pound deal for Noni Madueke in a summer where we're meant to be improving our forward options, getting level raisers, and making sure that we can compete with the likes of City and Liverpool. The first attacker through the door after multiple windows of not even looking at a dilapidated attack is a player that unequivocally does not make us any better. whatsoever. Give me all the copium and hopium you can. I know yesterday we had some fun, you know, talking to you guys in the community about, you know, like what he could add. But this is so sobering. This is so incredibly sobering.
Look at that blood clot. I've got no preparation here. I've got no stories. I've got no quotes. I've got nothing. But look at that blood clot. I can't believe this. I've sent the message to the guy already. What is Mikel doing, mate? Another Chelsea player. He is average. Over 50 million. We're obsessed. It's an obsession. This is unhealthy. These man dropped over 50 million. Over 50. Oh, Noni Madueke, but you ain't signed Gyökeres. You ain't signed Eze. I'm absolutely... I don't know what they're saying on Twitter. I ain't even got the time. I won't even look at the replies. I just got a message from one of my friends. He said, it's not that bad a signing. I said, do me a favour. Do me a favour, bro. Look at the club we bought him from. Look how much money we've paid for him. Look at the level of player. I need to know some details, people. How much money are we paying this guy? I need details. I'm trying to find things out. Let me know what's going on.
Let me video him why he's talking.
Now disgrace and a shame. Say we don't sign Jorginho, Carhavert, Sterling. Recently, none of them don't work. And we see they go back to Chelsea. It is very, very shameful. Whosoever they in charge of this deal.
No, say amen.
Whosoever. I know wish you bad. But you go wish yourself bad. Now, Madueke Abi, fine. Madueke Abi, fine. Madueke is not the first person we went for. He's not the last person we went for. And we have completed the deal. How is that possible?
On fell in love.
The juju wey Chelsea they use, is it only on Arsenal?
Yes.
The same people. They keep laughing at us. The same people. They are London. You see, went to them. You are not collecting their best player. You are collecting their poorest player.
Family.
And they talk all the time. Is this Madueke that good? Why will Chelsea sell him?
Family, Gigi.
Who is Madueke? Mohamed Kudus, they go for 55 million. Wait till be 5 million. We will not complete them. The Gyökeres, we are just owing about 7 million for us to complete that deal. But you can't complete it. You can't complete that deal.
Gyökeres, they contribute 2 million.
Gyökeres, even they contribute your own money for Arsenal to complete that, because in they desperate of moving into this club. Now you go call a celebrity, a club man, a tattoo man, a hairstyle man to come play for your club. We don't sign about 4 players. Only one is a starter. Only one. Now last season we carry a DM. A DM go play number 9. And today is July 10. We never sign a number. We never sign an out striker. Carhavert is back. Your problem is soft. Carhavert is back. Your problem is soft. You have second option, which is Merino. If Carhavert injured, that is Merino. Gabriel Jesus on his way. We don't need striker. We don't need striker. That's the business you're doing now. We don't need striker. Who is Madueke in the first place? This same Madueke. Remember how terrible is this guy? He don't track back. He don't score. He can dribble and throw away the ball. What's the difference between this boy?
Noni Madueke. 50 million pounds for Noni Madueke. Oh man, make this make sense to me, by the way, honestly. Make this make sense to me. This is a complete rip-off, I'm telling you. And I'm sure by the Arsenal fans are probably fuming. Arsenal fans right now, by the way, we are fuming over this signing. And get this, it's not like Noni Madueke is a bad player. Any player who plays in the Premier League is a good player. I mean, for any player who's made in the Premier League, that's a good player. But I mean, Arsenal, where we are right now, are we looking for good players or are we looking for exceptional players? 50 million for Noni Madueke, that makes sense to me. What does Chelsea have of us? Over the years, I mean, look at all the signings we signed from Chelsea. What does Chelsea have of us? Yo, man, this is, I'm honestly, I'm out of words. You know, for a moment, actually, I've been keeping up with these transfer updates. I've been seeing stuff on FTV, been seeing stuff on Twitter, X, social media, basically. Just been keeping up with Fabrizio Romano with the transfers and whatnot. You know, been linked to Gyökeres, we've been linked to Sesko. Well, Zubimendi, we signed Zubimendi, that's a good signing. Nogard, also a good signing. For that price that we've gotten him, you could say that's a fair price. Yeah, that's a fair price. You know, replacement for Jorginho. But then I look at this Noni Madueke signing and I'm like, man, this is not making sense at all, man. This is, you know, it gets me thinking, what does Chelsea have of us? Kai Havertz, 65 million, 60 million, yeah? 2 seasons ago. And look at what he's basically done. In fact, at the moment, as an Arsenal fan, yes, when you come to my club, I'll support you and whatnot. I'll support the football. But I mean, look at Kai Havertz. Look at Kai fucking Havertz. Is it really worth that amount?
Oh my God. I cannot believe it, ladies and gentlemen. It is here. It has happened. Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. Wow. I have been one of the people who have been voicing my opinion on this deal the whole time, saying I do not want Noni Madueke, and it gets worse. We have signed it. It is done, exclusive from Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. Agreed, excess of 50 million, add-ons included. Green lighted from Chelsea. Madueke has agreed a 5-year deal with Arsenal and days ago, and he's now set to complete the move. The winger will leave Chelsea to join Arsenal Football Club. I cannot believe it. First thing first, I was reading this, and just 5 hours ago, earlier today, I was in shock. Literally saying to myself that this is not going to happen. Literally just 5 hours ago, this was me. 5 hours ago. And now we have a situation where 4 out of our last 6 signings under Mikel Arteta have been Willian, Havertz, Sterling, and Noni Madueke.
What's happening here? And all I can say is the reason I cannot lose my head is because we're going to sign Rodrigo, Eze, and Gyökeres as well. That's the reason why. Because you cannot tell me that you're going to lump £50 million plus add-ons, by the way, for the Chelsea backup winger. Again, last year's Chelsea's backup winger in Raheem Sterling. This year's backup winger in Madueke. Season before that's £90 million flop in Havertz. Backup defensive midfielder that doesn't look to be similar to Caicedo in Jorginho. And then we can go past the Mikel Arteta reign, past Willian, to look at Cech and Lassana Diarra and Yossi Benayoun and players that I might have even forgot, like Gallas and co. What is the fixation? What is the obsession? Is Arteta on drugs? Because this, for me, is not Andrea Berta. There's no way Andrea Berta walks in and goes, I like that Chelsea bloke who plays on the right wing. This is an Arteta signing again for me. Because it makes no sense. We've spent £120 million on Havertz and Noni Madueke. Chelsea are howling at us again. And it makes no sense to me. Now, before I bring Lee in, I'll say a couple of things. If this affects the business we do with Eze, Rodrigo, Gyökeres, sack them all. Sack them. Incompetence of the highest order. Bringing in a player that you think is a priority at Arsenal when he is not the priority that we need. So far, we brought in the backup goalkeeper. Meh, no problem. Backup defensive midfielder that's great business. Meh, does nothing for me. Zubamendi, I like that. I can get behind it. But it is a like replacement. It's not a huge upgrade. From what I can see. Willing to let it play out and see what happens. Noni Madueke. Is he an upgrade? Yes. He's an upgrade on Sterling. He's an upgrade on Reece Nelson. But that should cost about 15 or 20 million pounds.
We're signing Noni Madueke, everyone. 52 million pounds. We are hilarious. We are so funny. Look, let's try not be reactive. Let's try be constructive. 52 million pounds is going to Chelsea. We've given them a lot of money. And it's for a player that I don't think any of us were saying we wanted or needed going to the window. Do I feel that negative about it? No. I feel sceptical. There's three things to break down here. There's the player, there's the fee, and then there's the money we're giving to... and then the fact that it's from Chelsea. So let's talk about those three things in a bit more detail. The player. I fundamentally think Noni Madueke is a good footballer, and I actually think he's better and have a much higher opinion of him than I did of Willian, than I did of Sterling, than I did of Kai Havertz, and probably than I had of Jorginho. I think he's a much better fit for what we want to do than I thought Jorginho was. But that age was a very good signing. I'm not saying he's going to be a better player than all those for us. I mean, if he's not better than Sterling and Willian, then oh my word, things have really gone bad. But I fundamentally think this is a better footballer we're signing from Chelsea than a lot of the ones that we've sort of signed previously. But we'll get to the Chelsea stuff in a sec. So I rate the guy. Do I rate him massively? No. Was he ever on a list of players I wanted at Arsenal? No. Does he solve anything for us? That's the big question. Because forget the fee. Even if we're getting for him for £20 million, he's a backup for Bukayo Saka. Fine. I think Waneri was doing that role in the squad really well. And the big stress comes around the other areas you need to be, and we'll address that in the fee.
50 million Great British pounds for Noni Madueke. In fact, there's north of 50 million Great British pounds for Noni Madueke. He becomes one of our top 5 highest paid signings in Arsenal Football Club's history. Off the top of my head, what is it? Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Nicolas Pepe. Madueke is 4th. Noni Madueke is 4th on our biggest ever signings, value-wise. Because it damn sure ain't quality-wise, value-wise. Is this goosebumps? This ain't goosebumps, this is skin disease. How can we think going full force for Noni Madueke over the last couple days is the way to take this club forward? How does he improve the starting 11? Forget depth, people. You buy for starting 11, and whoever that player dislodges, that is now the depth. That's how you create proper depth. Instead, we're out here spending £50 million on another Chelsea player that they're happy to see the back of. They're happy to see the back of Noni. Like they were happy to see the back of Kai. Like they didn't mind seeing the back of Czech. Like they didn't mind seeing the back of Louise. Like they didn't mind seeing the back of Gallas. I'm probably forgetting a few. Willian. What a guy to forget. You know, quickly forgotten. This one we can't forget. 5-year deal agreed with Noni Madueke. Fee agreed for Noni Madueke. While we're still umming and ahhing with Sporting Lisbon for Gyökeres and a €5 million difference. Even Gyökeres willing to give up part of his package, 2 million, to get the deal done. And we can't step it up and get the deal done. Don't even get it twisted. You think Gyökeres coming in makes up for this right now? It doesn't. Because what this means is we ain't getting Eze and Rodrigo. If we was ever going to get them or interested in getting both, it's not happening. Now, I know there was rumours earlier today about Eze. I think it was Ben Jacobs. It wasn't Fabrizio Ornstein, so I didn't do a break-in on it. But there's rumours we've started talking to Palace. 10th of July. 10th of July. What was the goosebumps about then?